What we're going to do for you guys today is something a little easier, and that's the reinvention of that classic Aussie ice cream, the Golden Gay Time. What we all love about that Aussie classic is it's a combination of chocolate and caramel. And if you think about it, manufacturers use that over and over again in all sorts of confectionery. Chocolate and caramel, peanuts, biscuit crumbs, they all work brilliantly well together. And it doesn't matter what combination they're in, it just is an instant hit. So what we're going to do is a reinvention of that Golden Gay Time, and we're cooking a bitter chocolate ganache with caramel and peanut ice cream and a white chocolate honeycomb. So the first step for this dessert is going to be the chocolate ganache. George, this needs to go in the fridge. Get to it.
Brilliant. Right, guys, to make this bitter chocolate ganache, quite simple. 500 grams of double cream. Into that, 50 grams of glucose. And we're just going to let that come to the boil. In a bowl, we've got 450 grams of dark bitter chocolate. 175 grams of unsalted butter, and of course 2 grams of salt. We basically want to bring this cream up to the boil. Once it comes up to the boil, we're going to tip it over our chocolate to melt the chocolate, and that will form our ganache. That's how simple it is.
Why are you using double cream?
It's rich. That's what I want. It's just a fattier cream.
Could you use another?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, okay.
You can use normal cream. Right, guys, as you can see, the cream's scalding. So I take that off and I tip that into our chocolate. And we just slowly incorporate the cream into that butter, the chocolate, and that's going to form our ganache. That's it.
Easy.
Once you've incorporated the cream and you emulsify it all together, you're done. The glucose also helps it emulsify. It's an invert sugar. And look at that, it's just nice and shiny, free of any lumps. The butter's emulsified, and it's also given it that real velvetiness and sort of shininess that a ganache should have. Right, guys, that's ready to go. So to cool that down a little bit quicker, I'm just gonna pop it in the fridge. Right, so over to you, Gaz, for the peanut butter ice cream.
Great. Okay, ice cream, nice and easy. But there's a little step that we're going to include, and that means adding a flavour to the milk and cream that we're going to use to make the ice cream. First of all, I'm going to get a hot pan ready. The reason I want to do that is because I want to make a dry caramel in which I'm going to throw my peanuts, and then I'm going to scald the milk into that caramel so that I end up with that caramel peanut milk, which is the basis of the peanut ice cream. Now, I need a hand. So, Callum, Golden Gay Time was your wannabe challenge. Get in here. Now, first of all, hot pan, spoon, and I've got 2 amounts of sugar. We've got 50 grams, which you're going to sprinkle into the hot pan to make a dry caramel. And then we've got 100 grams of sugar and 6 egg yolks, which you're going to mix into a bowl to form the basis of that anglaise or that custard. All right? So off you go. Sugar first for a caramel. And while you do that, I'm going to grab some ice.
Okay.
How's it going? That's good. Right. Let the pot do its thing. And what that means is allow that caramel to start forming. Now, dry caramel, different to a wet caramel. Difference is when you make a wet caramel, you dissolve the sugar with a little bit of water, which starts it off, slower process. And as the sugar cooks, the moisture evaporates. Dry caramel, hot pan, dry sugar, a little bit more difficult to make, all right? In with the peanuts, give it a stir. A little pinch of salt, all right? Give that a stir, and let's take that off the heat, because that's getting away from you a little bit, and that's why I've got the ice. Because when we get that reddy brown colour in the caramel, we're just gonna shock it into the ice. I'd go now in there. Give it a stir. Yep, that's taken the heat out of the pan, all right? So what it's done is just shocked the base of the pan, stopped it cooking pretty much straight away, all right? Now, we can relax now. Done the caramel. Chuck the spoon in. I want you to measure off 300 mils of cream and 300 mils of milk and pour it on top of the peanut toffee. All right? 300, 300?
Yeah.
Okay. And we use a combination of milk and cream because you just get a lovely consistency. All right, all measured?
Yeah.
Back on the gas and in with the 300 cream and 300 milk. And then what you're going to do now is just stir that, break up the caramel on the bottom and let the caramel dissolve into the milk. And you're going to end up with a caramel peanut milk. All right? So that looks lovely, really nice. OK, next step, while you're dissolving that and bringing it to the boil, 6 egg yolks and 100 grams of sugar. When you pour sugar on top of egg yolks, make sure you whisk it straight away, because it tends to burn if they just sit on the top of the yolks. It's quite important. And you don't have to mix them too much. It's just sort of just to break the egg and dissolve the sugar a wee bit. And that's ready for the basic custard, all right? I'll do it quickly for you. You put in half, right? And this is important. It's quite quick. Turn the gas back on, right? And what this does, by leaving half of the mixture in there, is it keeps the heat in the pan, all right? Now what you've got to do is you've got to whisk that evenly until the foam dissipates, or it coats the back of the spoon, which means you've hit the right temperature. And if you're not careful, you're going to overcook it. So this is where the ice comes back in. Clean bowl, because we don't want raw egg yolks in our custard. You've got to whisk evenly, and then you've got to hit 80 degrees. So if you slow it down, whisk that for me.
So you could do this with a thermometer if
Yeah.
you weren't sure.
There you go. Keep whisking. You've got to hit between 75 and 80 degrees to sterilise and thicken the custard. If you're not using a thermometer, what I do, and you're a little bit heavy-handed, is just a very gentle whisk, all right? And I can just see it now. See as the foam dissipates, off she comes, right? It's quite quick, all right? And then straight away, whisk the custard and see all that steam? What's that?
That's the heat.
That's heat. So
coming
you're
off.
dissipating the heat straight away and you're stopping the custard cooking anymore, because the risk is it's going to scramble, OK? So as that's cooling down, the next thing we're going to add is the peanut butter. There's a couple of tablespoons of peanut butter in there. And Callum, I just want you to whisk that in and incorporate it. That's about 100 grams of peanut butter. The reason we didn't add the peanut butter at the beginning in the custard is because there's so much fat in peanut butter, it'll split the custard. So that's why it goes in at the end. Ah. Oh, yeah.
That's, yeah, that's much better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. See, Callum, you just went, woo! I reckon that'll do. So let's put half into the ice cream machine and flick that baby on for about 20 minutes and see what happens. That'll do. All right, flick it on. Excellent. Thanks for your help. You can go and sit back down
Thanks,
again.
Gary.
So that's the ice cream done. Now on to the second part of our version of the Golden Gay Time, the honeycomb. Very, very simple recipe, but it's crucial you understand at what point you take the sugar off, okay? This is critical. If you don't do it correctly, it's not going to work. We've got 365 grams of caster sugar straight in, then 140 grams of glucose, and I've got 110 mils of water onto the sugar. And what we're doing is just allowing the water to saturate the sugar and dissolve, okay? And then we're just going to let that do its thing on a high heat. So I just want to make sure that that sugar's dissolved, starting to bubble. It's very thin at the moment. I can tell that because the bubbles are bursting really quickly. There's no viscosity in the sugar. But what will happen is the viscosity will start to increase. The reason it does that is because the water's evaporating and the sugar's cooking. Does anybody know what aerates honeycomb?
Bicarb soda.
Bicarb. Bicarb you use in baking. It releases gas, carbon dioxide, when it hits a liquid. And this is what aerates the toffee. Now, once it's aerated, I'm going to transfer it to a bowl, and I don't want to touch it. And while it's cooling down, it's getting darker. So that's why you need to watch for these little tinges of gold and brown that start to form on the toffee, and then bicarb in and off. So I've got 1 teaspoon of bicarb, a whisk at the ready, bubbling sugar, and 1 mould that I need to prepare. Now I've got baking paper, and obviously what the paper's doing is just forming a barrier between the glass and the toffee, because if you pour hot toffee into this bowl, it's going to stick. Beautiful. You're just starting to see a little tinge of brown, okay? That's it. In with the bicarb. Watch this. Quick whisk. still growing, okay? And it's darkening up. And even though there's the odd little point of bicarb, which you can just break, see how it's still going? Now you know why you need a deep dish, right? Love honeycomb. That'll take about 45 minutes to cool down. So we'll put that to one side, and the next step is to melt a bit of chocolate, turn this baby out when it cools down, paint it with the chocolate, and then cover it in peanuts. Next phase is melt white chocolate. So I'm just gonna pop this chocolate onto a little pot of boiling water. Doesn't touch the bottom of the pan. There's probably about 3 to 4 centimetres of water. And just let the chocolate melt just through the temperature that's left in that water. You'll end up with a nice silky consistency. If you leave the water boiling underneath it, the risk is the chocolate gets too hot or the steam actually goes into the chocolate and destroys it. And that's not what we're after. So once that's melted, we're ready to paint the honeycomb. I think we're pretty close to planing this dessert up. So the honeycomb's been sitting for about 45 minutes, allowing it to cool and obviously set. Look at that, it's fantastic stuff. It's really airy, it's got big bubbles in it. Now what we're gonna do is gonna paint this thing with chocolate. So, just break it a little bit. And then our melted white chocolate in with a brush. And basically what we're gonna do is just really generously slather this stuff with white chocolate. All right? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cover this thing with peanuts. All right, and you'll see why, because what we're gonna do is let that set, and then we're gonna bash it up. So we've got our sort of honeycomb crumble.
Are the peanuts raw peanuts?
They're roasted and salted. Okay, nearly there. There we go. We've just got to let that set. That's going to take about 10 minutes, and then we'll build the dessert.
So we're ready to plate up, Gary?
Yeah.
Right, I've got the ganache. I've popped it
Beautiful.
into a piping bag. Our ice cream's ready. The first thing we're going to do is pipe some of this ganache in the bowl to form the base of our dessert.
Isn't that pretty? And very gently, we're just going to break that honeycomb. Just a few bits for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. What do you reckon? Just some bits on the outside?
Nice. Oh, lovely. And we're going to put a little bit of crumble in the middle to keep it up, or
I reckon
some peanutty, crumbly stuff on the bottom. A nice little cornel of ice cream.
Nice. And some of these little parsley cubes.
Absolutely beautiful. So that's our bitter chocolate ganache with peanut caramel ice cream and peanut and white chocolate honeycomb.
Who wants to taste? Alvin, you don't want to taste?
Every time I put my hand up, I never get picked. So.
Right, you can come up on your own then. Come on, Alvin. Come on.
Callum has to come too.
No. Do you want to bring 2 friends up?
I'll bring Callum. Yes.
Yeah?
And Claire.
Okay.
Good choice.
It's like a little party, isn't it? With your friends.
A little party.
Claire, tell me what you're tasting.
Really nice balance of kind of like deep caramel flavours and saltiness. It's not as sweet as I expected.
Callum?
And the honeycomb, that's a really cool trick. I really like the flavour of that with the white chocolate and the peanuts. The whole dessert really works well together.
Amazing.
Is it a nice little celebration of the Golden Gay Time?
It's a good tribute to it, that's for sure.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm doing a little canape of walnut stuffed with blue cheese. Right, we're going to make the blue cheese mixture. Basically, I've got a good Stilton blue cheese here. Again, I haven't seasoned this with salt at all because the blue cheese is sharp, acidic, and salty enough. So I just soften that really well, and I'm just going to fold through, just to make it nice and rich, some semi-whipped cream. And already it feels lighter. Okay, blue cheese is made. Piping bag. So literally just pipe that mixture in. And yeah, it can be really whatever mixture you'd like, whatever you fancy. Goat's cheese is nice. All right, let's plate this one up. So, our walnuts are here. Brent, just pop up here on the corner and I'll get you to gently just brush these with a bit of walnut oil, okay? I've got some apple puree. So, apple puree. And then what I've got in here, I stole this from the restaurant as I walked out last night. Some celery that we've compressed and some apple. And we've just done that in a little bit of apple cider vinegar and fresh apple juice. All right, and it preserves the apple. It won't go brown. Okay, so just starting the whole presentation thing. For me, apple, celery, blue cheese, classic combination, not reinventing the wheel, just good flavours. Walnuts go down. Oh. And then some little nasturtiums. Got some little fresh Greek oregano, some bronze fennel, and there you have it. Little walnut canape.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make stuff that really shouldn't work. It's a classic kind of cheat or hack. Today I'm going to make apricot ice cream, peanut butter cookies, and a chocolate hazelnut cake. Let's start with the cake. This cake has only got effectively 2 ingredients in it. Have a go with that.
I'll have a whole piece of this one.
Who wants to take a punt at what's in the cake?
Cocoa and egg.
There's cocoa on the top, there's egg in there. There's egg and one other major ingredient.
Flour, there's no flour.
No flour.
Sugar.
No sugar.
Almond meal. Nutella.
No Nutella, which I've softened here. And all I'm going to do is make that cake. This is such a simple recipe. That cake is basically just 4 eggs and 240 grams of Nutella. So what we do with this whisk here, high speed, 6 minutes for those eggs. That's it. I've greased and lined a tray. I'm warming the Nutella to make it soft, which will fold in. All I'm going to put in here in the Nutella is a teaspoon of vanilla essence, or vanilla extract in this case. While the eggs are beating, I'm going to make peanut butter biscuits. So 1 cup of peanut butter, which weighs about 270 grams, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. And we're being remarkably unfussy with this and just stirring it together. The peanut butter mixture, wet hand, because otherwise it's going to stick. Roll it into a ball and onto there. Because I'm fancy, I'm going to do that. So, number 1, we can get about 12 on there, about 12 peanut butter cookies on that tray. One minute to go on the eggs. Now these biscuits, 9 minutes, 190, so nice and hot.
Now while that's going on, let me check the eggs for our chocolate hazelnut cake.
So here are the eggs. You can see that they are super white and super fluffy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate the Nutella into the eggs. The real key with this recipe is how you incorporate the Nutella into the eggs, because what you don't want to do is, when you're mixing things, lose the air. So I'm going to do it about 1/3 at a time. This is boring me. Colin. All I want you to do, Colin, is just keep folding this on. It takes a bit of time. Just keep folding that in until the Nutella blends into that egg white, and then do some more egg white. And while we're doing that, next, I'm obsessed with instant ice cream. Condensed milk is a really traditional, old-fashioned country way of making instant ice cream. All I'm doing here is taking a large tin of apricots and some of the juice. I'm taking a small tin of condensed milk. I'm going to put it in the freezer overnight, and this will pretty much set into a rock-hard block. So, here we have the condensed milk and apricots frozen together. chop it up. And then we're going to put all this together into a food processor. It's ice cream within a minute without an ice cream machine. What I would suggest that you can do if you want to make that creamier, use some cream. If you're using a frozen raspberry or I freeze pears, use an egg white. And an egg white will aerate, that'll whip up, and that will give you a real creaminess to your frozen fruit. Colin, thank you very much indeed. Let's pop that in the oven. 175 oven, 25 minutes. And here are our biscuits. Who wants to try one hot? Bread. See, this one here has actually stuck to the baking paper, but try. They are quite hot, children. Hot, but delicious. Now, we just have to wait for our cake to finish baking. So 25 minutes down and we're going to get out our cake. These may not be fancy, modern, molecular techniques using $15,000, $20,000 equipment. All we've used, knife, spoon, whisker, and we've made, in a few minutes, peanut butter cookies, chocolate hazelnut cake, and apricot ice cream. Now, to plate these up, though, to make them look beautiful, we need some expert help. So we're calling the boys. Gary, what do you reckon with that white chocolate ice cream and the white chocolate mousse
in the cookies? I reckon it's a great idea.
Is that a nice idea?
Oh, look at that. That's delicious.
I would have cut in, as you saw, wedges. How daggy was that?
Unbelievable.
What
I think, well, either apricot or pistachio. What do you want to do?
Let's go to your apricot.
It's so melty because it's so lovely and warm. Right. Would you like a cookie?
Yeah. You want some
Come
cake?
on, come on. Come and have a little taste.
It's a bit light.
The thing that concerns me more than anything is that peanut caramel. It's too pale. But I'm happy with most of my elements. The tempered chocolate looks amazing. I am so proud of what I've done today and so amazed at how good this dish looks.
Wow. It looks beautiful. You got all the elements up. How did it feel? You were a park ranger putting up a Shannon Bennett dish.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Bloke from the bush comes down to the big smoke and bashes out something from one of the best. It's, yeah, overwhelming.
Your son's a chef. Do you think he would believe that his dad had this dish inside him?
No way.
Are you doing this for you or for your kids?
For us, we're a family. It's been just the three of us for a while, and we do everything together, so having them here at the beginning of the week was just awesome, you know. And when they see this, you know, the pride from me will, you know, pass through to them. And
What's just happened to me right now, just, I don't know, as you know, my son's only 4, so I've got a long way to go. You just made me realise that, you know, geez, this stuff is important for other reasons, bar just putting food on a plate. So thank you.
Cheers.
Shannon, what do you think?
The chocolate work is the best chocolate work so far. From the moment I saw you work, there was a sense of determination. It's come through on the plate.
Thank you.
Shall we put the sauce on?
Yeah.
Beautiful, look at that. Look at that! Yes! That's the kind of theatre we want to see. crack on. Let's see what it tastes like.
That parfait is so light. And that ice cream is loaded with flavour, but again, really light. I mean, they're head and shoulders the best ice cream parfait that I've tasted today.
The caramel sauce over the top, made beautifully. Parfait made beautifully. But the peanut caramel sitting under the parfait, not the best example we've had.
It's the one element that you've got wrong. We said at the start of the day that we wanted you to take it down to the wire. Put everything of yourselves into this dish and make it almost impossible for us to decide who earns that apron. And I think you did that.
You can all be extremely proud today. Shows me why I love being involved in MasterChef, because it just makes you step up to the next level.
You all impressed us today, but 3 of you really stood out. If I call your name, please step forward. Melissa. Miles. Sarah. That apron is about to change one of your lives forever. All 3 of you impressed us with the flavors. But this dish is also about theatre, and that's why Miles, the apron is yours.
I speak on behalf of these two when I say we couldn't think of a better challenge to put one of you 3 into the top 10 of this year's MasterChef. And the first Choc top that we'd like to taste belongs to Montana. Oh my gosh.
Montana, you're so close to top 10. How badly do you want this?
More than anything, yeah, the arms are back. Oh, it'd just be the best thing. So I hope I've done enough today to hopefully do that.
Please introduce your Choc top.
So it's a brown butter and fig ice cream with chocolate dip and maple roasted macadamias.
And you poured a little bit of chocolate into the base as well.
Yeah.
Is that so we could do this?
Sure. Just a security measure.
All needs a movie.
Montana, that was so great. It's fully loaded. Every single element of it is dialed up to a 10. I love the fact that the chocolate's really, really thick because it had that great crunch that you have. And for me, that's the joy of a Choc top. Yeah. The actual ice cream itself is beautifully executed. I love the chewy little studs of figs going on in there. It felt indulgent, so well done.
Montana was so luxury. Start with the top. The macadamias, they are so addictive. Technically, the ice cream is really great. The texture is unbelievable. You've got those sweet, gnarly figs in there. The cones were really well done. I dug it.
Hey.
This stuff suits you down to a T, and you've done a really great job.
Montana, the brown butter ice cream is where it was at. It is so luxurious. The salty, thick chocolate on the outside with those maple candied macadamia nuts is genius. Because, I mean, I literally got a bite of everything together and it was just beautiful.
Thank you.
If that's what Choc tops are, I'm all in. Well done.
Thank you. That's going to be hard to beat. That's nice. Next up is Sarah.
I came into this challenge really wanting redemption from that damn Choc top that got me eliminated in season 6. I've thrown everything at it today that I could, and I'm happy with what I've created.
Did you do them according?
There's like a baby size, and a mama size, and a papa size.
I'm just crossing everything, hoping the judges like it.
Righto, Sarah, run us through it. What's the name of your Choc top?
So I've made a mango swirl Choc top inspired by Kulfi. So it has cardamom ice cream, mango swirled through, white chocolate on the outside, and pistachios.
Am I right in saying that was a little harder than you anticipated?
Yeah, it was manic for sure. Oh my gosh, like, I think this explains it. I don't think I've ever looked this dirty in this kitchen. It's not quite as finessed as I would have liked to present it, but hopefully you enjoy the flavour.
Well, let's see. Oh.
Hurry up.
Man, I'm just eating my Choc top.
I mean, my Choc top.
Sarah, what a riot of flavour. There are so many sophisticated sensations going on here. And then you have this really lovely, fruity, slightly icy mango, but I really like that contrast of creamy and refreshing because you sort of get the best of both worlds. The waffle cone being taken right to the edge, it has a lovely biscuity quality to it that really just only seeks to enhance the flavours of your Choc top. I think it was very you, and I think it was a really lovely choice for this challenge today.
Wow.
Can't stop eating it.
Sarah, I really, really, really enjoyed that.
Thanks.
It's like a fresh version of Kulfi. Having the mango through it, the pistachios on top, white chocolate. It's such a nice flavour along with your mix of ice cream. Well done.
Sarah, flavour-wise, cannot knock you. I think you got it spot on with the amount of spice. Texture of the ice cream, faultless. Like, it's silky, it's smooth, truly expertly done. That mango swirl sorbet mix to it, it's absolutely spot on. It works perfectly with it. So, great start.
Amazing, thank you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really good.
I am so happy the judges love this ice cream. I feel like I've definitely redeemed myself this time around.
And finally, Daniel.
I'm genuinely going for ugly delicious, and it looks dead set like a child has made these Choc tops. I think this is tasty as.
Wow, have a look at that. It's almost as messy as your apron.
But I don't know how this is going to go.
Oh, God. Oh, God. How good is it, eh?
So good. You're the Jackson Pollock of Choc tops.
An artistic point of view on them, you know.
All right, Daniel, what did you bring us, mate?
I'm calling it You're Baking Me Go Nuts.
You're baking me go nuts.
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's peanut butter ice cream with peanut butter cup cubes, bacon in the ice cream folded through, and shards of toffee.
It's shards of toffee, as in you made toffee?
Well, it was caramel, and then when I put it in the ice cream, it hardened. And then I crushed it up, and it kind of worked out all right, because you eat it, and it's like a crack, and then it sort of goes gooey, so...
Yeah, right. And I wonder what it'll be like now.
It might have that crack, and then hopefully it goes gooey again.
Thank you for the chocolate skirt on mine, by the way.
It was intentional.
I like it. Shows pizzazz.
I just landed a big hunk of that toffee. It's like crispy then chewy.
Just like you said it.
Yeah, my plan worked. It's a textual journey, that ice cream.
Dan is on fire.
I'm loving this, man. This has been a great day.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very, very good Choc top.
Thank you.
That is mental. I don't know if you Stephen Bradbury'd it or every single element was with intent, but the final product is quite amazing. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Very, very happy for you, you know? The ice cream is so well done.
That bacon at the end.
That bacon. Ooh, what'd you do? Ooh. Mate, honestly, it's really good. You should be super proud of yourself. I know we're having a laugh, but there's some really good techniques in there. And flavour-wise, it is spot on, like you said.
Daniel, it's absolutely fantastic. It's stupidly generous when it comes to flavour, texture, sugar. The bacon is salty and fatty, and it's so fun as an addition. I'm so glad you made that choice, and it really shouldn't work on so many levels, but it just does.
Yeah.
The cone itself is beautifully executed, lovely biscuity texture. And then you go and throw in the peanut butter cups and those, what is it, crunchy then gooey shards of caramel. You smashed it today.
Thank God for that.
Well done, Daniel. Who saw that coming?
Gotta say, 3 exceptional versions of the famous Choc top. There can only be one winner. The first person into our top 10 for 2022 is you, Daniel! Daniel, mate, that was an absolute cracker. It was a belter. How's it feel? You're the first person through the top 10.
Oh, man. I can't believe it. Like, I didn't expect to make it past the top 24, but I made it here.
What an immunity to win, because not only are you the first person into our top 10, a version of your Choc top gets distributed Australia-wide, mate. How good's that?
Honestly, I'm proud as punch, eh? Oh, what an immunity to win. That's a good one.
All right, everybody, great job today. go home, make yourselves a cup of tea, put your feet up, be kind to each other, and we'll see you all back in the MasterChef kitchen soon. See ya.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Who saw that coming?
That's so great.
A fan. From territory tacos to the top 10.
Really proud of you. It was good to watch.
Okay, Nat, you're making a cheesecake stuffed carrot cake.
That's right.
What do we have here?
So we've made a silky smooth cheesecake mix. We put that silky smooth cheesecake mix into the oven, and now we're going to start our carrot cake layers.
Awesome. Okay, where do we start?
Getting our foam on. So we get another mixer bowl. If you're lucky to have 2 bowls at home, good on you. I don't. I have 1, so I have to clean it out between each mix.
I think you could probably spring for a second bowl.
I like to feel the pain of the home baker when I'm writing recipes at home. And then I'm going to pop my foam on to mix. I like to get it really active, 10 minutes.
So while that's mixing, what can we do?
I'm going to get my nuts and carrots ready. Just going to weigh this out. Did we hit 240?
Great.
Great.
We're so grateful you're here.
Oh. So we're going to chop the hazelnuts. So they're like deeply, deeply toasted because I get a really deep flavour. And then straight into your bowl. So we've got a nice creamy and stable looking foam. Ooh. I've used a hazelnut oil, which is very luxe. Thank you, MasterChef budget. And just stream it in. These are my dry ingredients: plain flour, baking powder, bicarb, freshly ground cinnamon. I'm going to give this a little swizzle, and then we're going to start putting it together. I'm going to show you my wacky folding technique that I know works a dream, and it's spinning the bowl and turning the whisk. And then I just give it a really nice fold, and that's all come together beautifully. I'm going to sift over my dry ingredients. You can feel it when it's starting to get a little bit taut. So that flour's like sucking up all that moisture and going, yeah, we're making a structure, guys. Let's go. Let's do this.
I mean, look at that. Yeah. I'd eat that just as is. Okay, let's fill, because I need cake immediately.
So filling.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, temperature?
170. And for 35 to 45 minutes. We're going to crack on with the cream cheese frosting.
Fantastic.
You know when you bake cake, sometimes there's cracks in the middle, like domes up?
I was just about to tell.
Like you said, oh, sorry.
No, this is exciting.
is
no,
great.
I'm so glad I get to talk about this. It's usually oven temperature.
Ah.
So what happens is, usually most cake recipes will say like a fairly hot oven, like 180 degrees Celsius. And what happens is the cake will like pop up in the center and get those cracks on it because the heat's just really forced into it. But if you lower your temperature, you get this layer that bakes nice and flat and you lose all those cracks on top.
Yeah.
And that's how you avoid that cracking. Beautiful.
See you guys later.
Hey. Come back here.
Okay, so what's next?
So we've made our frosting and we'll move on to the assembly.
Wonderful.
Ooh. That beautiful toasted colour, so perfect, no cracks. So we're just going to flip these out. Hey presto, paper comes off. Got my cheesecake layer here as well, so it's set really nicely.
Look at her.
Wow, that looks great.
Assembly.
I would be terrified to just trim and you just go straight in there. Any tips on trimming cake?
So just coming in, a couple of millimetres in from the side of the cake, holding it against our hand and just shaving that little bit of crust off, just like that. I'm putting some of my frosting on just to anchor the cheesecake. Great. So now I'm going to turn this out. Just give it a little warm up. Nice little tap. There she is.
If only every single time we intended to turn something out, it was that easy.
Right. And then we're just going to pop this on and then smooth it out. I'm going to use a little bit more frosting, and then I'm just going to flip my cake and position it. And now this little gnarly overhang, bring it in and up the side and then smooth it out. Fill in the gaps. You're kind of like a plasterer at this stage. And I've got a nice blob to put on the top and push her out. 45-degree angle, and we get this nice little lip around the outside, which we're going to accentuate by doing a little bit of texture on the top. I like what's inside to be reflected on top. So there we have our toasted hazelnut and carrot cake with a cheesecake layer.
Okay, the moment of truth. Can we please cut into it?
Yes.
While you're doing that, I think Julie and Billy.
How big a slice would you like? Does that
nothing
look about
stingy. Yeah, that's great. That's beautiful. Oh my God, look at the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
It's delicious. I really actually like the hazelnut. It's quite light without being too spongy as well.
The tang in that is perfect.
Yeah.
So there's something about it that's nostalgic.
Yeah. It's heaven. So good.